Yo, what is good YouTube? Matty Dubs here, back with another video, guys, and we have some more breaking news in the NFL. According to Adam Schefter, the Steelers are going out and signing free agent running back Xazavian Valladay. He is on his way to the Steelers. He did sign originally as an undrafted free agent to the Houston Texans and just recently got waived, and now he is going to be on his way to Pittsburgh to join forces with an already very good running back room in Najee Harris, Jaylen Warren, and a couple of other guys as well. In this video, I'm going to break down why I like this signing for the Steelers and why I think it can only help them going over the next few weeks of preseason and training camp. However, before we jump into the video, make sure you guys do me a huge favor and smash the like button just so we can get this video to more Steelers fans around the world. But also, subscribe to the channel if you're new. I will be covering the entirety of the offseason, which includes signings, trades, preseason, regular season, training camp videos, everything you can think of. I've got you guys covered, as well as live streaming games. So make sure you guys join the family. Without any further ado, though, let's get into the video. So like I said, Xazavian Valladay was a former Arizona State running back who went undrafted to the Houston Texans, made a little bit of noise during rookie minicamp and minicamp overall, but since he came into training camp, I feel like they've had the emergence of a couple of guys over there in Houston in terms of Mike Boone and Devin Singletary and, just the guys over there that were working over there were playing good, so they kind of needed another roster spot for a different position, and they ended up releasing Xazavian Valladay. Now, he found himself a free agent a couple of days ago and then right away clicked with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, over his career he played 1 year at Arizona State and then he played a couple of other years in Wyoming. But last year, or 2022, he had 215 carries for over 1,100 yards, 5.5 yards per carry, and 16 touchdowns. 16 touchdowns. Now, he's had 3 seasons where he went over 1,000 yards. One season, his career high is over 1,265 yards and 6 touchdowns. But averaging 5.5 yards per carry and 16 touchdowns in one season is absolutely amazing. And I think that's something that the Pittsburgh Steelers saw in him, and they weren't able to grab him as an undrafted free agent, but they get him now for probably even cheaper. I think he was actually a high priority undrafted free agent, and now they get him for basically free. You add him with Najee Harris, you add him with Jaylen Warren, and then Anthony McFarland has looked good so far in camp. Now, the reason why I think that this is a nice little signing for them is because after Anthony McFarland, they didn't really have another guy that they really could trust. Darius Higgins has been okay. Greg Bell has been okay. And John Lovett has been all right as well. Now, none of those guys really are a lock to. None of them are even close to being a lock to making the roster. Now, I think Xazavian Valladay is someone who can come in here, add another camp body, another guy just to look at in terms of, trying to make that 53-man roster. I'm not saying he's going to be a lock, but I'm saying this guy can definitely come in here, turn some heads, and change his career around. Now, obviously not around. He's just undrafted free agent of this season, but I think he can really compete for a job here, and at the very least, I think he can go into preseason with the ability to get some tape on him, let some other teams look at him, and I think this is a low-risk, high-reward signing here, or potential high-reward signing for the Steelers, as he's someone who, at the very least can offer depth right now, and at the worst case scenario, you cut him and you lose nothing. I think this is a good pickup here for the Steelers. Comment down below your letter grade for the signing. I'm going to give it a B+ just because I don't see any way it can hurt them in the future. You cut him for free, or you let him make the 3-man roster, or have him on the practice squad. I feel like any of those 3 things that they happen, it won't be a lose situation for the Steelers, if that makes sense. So hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, join the family, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. Brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. And if you love playing fantasy sports like football, basketball, baseball, and so many other sports, but also love being able to win money, you're going to want to stick around for this whole segment. Introducing Underdog Fantasy, the ultimate platform for fantasy sports lovers. Do you want to experience the thrill of drafting your team and competing for huge prizes? Well, look no further. With Underdog Fantasy, you get access to a wide range of fantasy sports, including football, basketball, baseball, and so much more. But here's what makes Underdog Fantasy stand out from all of those other apps. They've got quick and user-friendly drafting process, a unique and exciting game formats, fair and competitive contests for all skill levels, and attractive bonuses and promotions. Not only can you draft teams and compete with others, but you can also play a game of higher and lower, which is personally my favorite thing to do on there, but you can potentially win 20 times the money you put down. And if you use code MattyDubs when you sign up, Underdog will match your first deposit up to $100. And what that means is basically when you deposit, let's say $100, they'll give you a free $100 to use and play with. Click the link in the description to get started, or head to the website right now to start dominating the fantasy world. And don't miss out on all the fun. Be a part of the underdog community starting now. And don't forget, if you use code MattyDubs, they'll match your first deposit up to $100. Let's get started. Get into drafts with me starting today.